Different foundation applications. So everybody, I guess, has a different way or technique of applying foundation. It's basically whatever is easiest for you or what you're more comfortable doing. I'll start maybe with one of my go-to tools is my jewel fiber brush. You can actually see it's dirty because I used it this morning. I do wash it often just so
I can conquer.
Yeah, just so I don't get any bacteria in here. This is a breeding ground for bacteria, so you definitely want to make sure your brushes are washed all the time.
And that's your favorite brush to use, right?
Yes, this is my favorite, definitely my jewel fiber.
I guess I have also a jewel fiber, but mine is just round and smaller.
Mine's the mom.
Yes. So mine is the Real Techniques from Clicks. I just like it because I do mine in like small little circular motions, and I kind of enjoy almost buffing it in like this. I feel like I've got more control with a smaller brush. So this is my go-to one.
I also tend to do the circular motions. It seems to blend it a lot better, and you don't get those streaks.
Yes.
Yeah. And then if I don't use my jewel fiber, I'll go with my little beauty blender. So this Snapsy, I'm like a mom again. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm the big girl, clearly.
The older one.
So these I soak with water just before the older one. These we'll soak with water just before we use them. Otherwise, it's literally going to suck up all your foundation, and you're going to have nothing to apply on your face.
Yeah, so you wait it and then you squeeze out the excess water and then you use it. So this is actually, even though it's like same, this one is for under the eye for concealer. So same. Oh, and this one is also same. But this is a silicone one.
And it's glittery, so.
And it's glittery.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't blend so nicely, to be
The
honest.
silicone?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost like you can't buff it in. Like it's
Okay.
weird. Like I hate it. I've got
Yeah.
it and I keep it.
And that's exactly the motion that you just did there. You literally press and you go across the face. And that's also really, really nice to push in powders into the foundation as well.
Yeah, when you do baking.
Yeah, well, if I'm not using either of these, I'll then go to this flat foundation brush of mine. I really like the fact that it's angled because then I can get underneath the eyes into like all the contour highlight areas. So this is also one of my go-tos, but not necessarily my favorite because I do struggle with a little bit of streaking with it, to be honest. But it's there if I need it.
And then you get your flat top brush. Also not one of my favorites, just because it's so big, so I can't get underneath the eye nicely. It's also like if I do it like here, it's like over the lash and over the brow, over the everything. Although it does,
it's your whole eye.
it does cover nice areas. So I do like to buff in underneath, but this also works better for powder.
And maybe if you're also like contouring and highlighting a body, that could be nice because it's a lot bigger.
Yeah, true. And then the last one that I have is my disposable sponges. So my disposable sponges is for someone that has a form of skin disease. It's just so that this can be thrown away immediately after. Once someone has some form of sensitivity even, or gets reaction to brushes or whatever, this is a great one to just throw away when you're done. However, just remember that there is still latex in this.
Okay.
So if your client's allergic to latex, then you can't use this because then she'll like just rash out.
It's also not that bad for beginners because it's quite affordable. So if you're trying to like find out what works best for you, this is also a really great buy.
Yeah, totally.